But for those who watched the video in its entirety, you will know that at all times we are talking to the universe. Every movement you make reveals a lack of level. Even the videos we start and don't finish. And when it ends, it's because it was bombarded by countless mental triggers and visual and auditory stimuli that raise your dopamine, putting you in a trance. It's never for the content. We are constantly trying to skip the natural process of things, always wanting to escape boredom, escape silence, escape thoughts. Have you ever wondered what makes us different? Why are some people able to express themselves better and others not? Why do some people seem to achieve everything they want while others live in an endless cycle of frustration? Why are some people easy to learn and others not so much? Think for a moment. Have you ever been in situations where it seemed like there was an invisible barrier that limited and prevented you from achieving something or learning something new? The answer is within each of us, hidden in something powerful but often invisible: the belief system. At some point you have heard this term and may have even studied it. There are several scientific theories that prove that we are governed by our belief systems. But just now I challenge you to forget everything you know about the subject and listen carefully to what will be said here, and play the role of God who is observe, and in the end you will have your own conclusions through an ancient technique that the Buddha himself left behind, and which is used by shaman, guides, and mentors of the ages. Prepared? But this will only work if you don't judge. If you don't understand the first time, you can watch it again. From childhood, our minds are shaped by everything we see and hear. Our parents' words, religious dogmas, social standards, and even traumatic experiences. Each of these fragments contributes to forming a lens through which we see reality. However, what happens when this lens is distorted by limiting or illusory beliefs? We ask for abundance and attract scarcity. Think about a time when you were hesitant to pursue something you really wanted because you believed you weren't capable. Or perhaps you have felt unworthy of success or happiness. These ideas don't come out of nowhere. They are seeds planted throughout life, growing and controlling your choices. From now on, let's explore what a belief system actually is, how it is formed, and most importantly, how it can be reprogrammed. You will discover that by understanding this invisible structure, you can take control of your own reality. What if I told you that the universe is constantly talking to you, but you don't understand its language? This doesn't mean he's not responding to your intentions. Maybe you're just not speaking the right language. Here's an important point: right and wrong don't matter. You need to be consistent. Keep this. We live in a world where communication seems to be done through words, gestures, or technology. However, the universe does not respond to words or everyday logic. It operates through something much deeper: energy, vibration, and intention. These are the universal languages that shape your reality. And you are vibrating 24 hours. Have you ever noticed how your thoughts and emotions seem to attract specific situations into your life? You think about something negative and, like magic, more problems appear. Or, on the contrary, when you are at peace, everything seems to flow. It's no coincidence. It's the universe responding to your vibration. Let's explore how to truly connect to the universe by understanding its fundamental language. Whether you're surrounded by self-doubt or limiting beliefs, learning to speak this language can transform your life. Did you know that the universe doesn't care if what you believe is true or a lie? It simply reflects what you project, like an infinite mirror of your mind. You vibrate, and it returns the same vibration, but with more intensity. The universe does not judge or question the content of your beliefs. It only responds to the energy and intention you put out. This means that believing a powerful lie can shape your reality more than a truth you don't trust. Have you ever found yourself repeating a phrase like, "I can never do anything right"? Even if this is not true, your energy reinforces this belief and creates a cycle of self-sabotage. On the other hand, when you say, "I am capable," the universe receives this message and rearranges circumstances to support this vision. The solution starts with awareness. If the universe doesn't distinguish between truth and lies, you have the power to decide which story you want to tell yourself. Choose narratives that raise your vibration. Reflect. Are your beliefs aligned with what you want to manifest? Let's uncover the impact of this neutrality of the universe and how you can use it to create the reality you want, even in the face of your biggest doubts. It's time to learn how to manipulate this universal reflex to your advantage. Continue with the affirmations. They will be important in the process. Why do certain words have so much power over you? Why simple ideas can shape entire generations? The answer lies in the strategic use of language as a tool of control. Since the dawn of civilization, leaders, religions, and social systems have used words and narratives to shape thoughts and behaviors. Phrases like, "You're not capable," or "That's how the world works," infiltrate our minds, becoming unquestionable truths. How many times have you felt like you couldn't change a situation because that's how it should be? Or did you believe in something because everyone does? These words and ideas are designed to limit your vision and hold you to established standards. You will discover how language is used to program your mind, but also how to reverse this process. By understanding the power of words, you will be able to break patterns and regain your autonomy. Strategic use of words is a powerful tool, and although simple, it takes practice. By remembering the situation that caused this blockage, you can identify a limiting belief that was formed after a strong emotional impact. Perhaps as a child, when you weren't able to achieve something you wanted, you were told by someone in authority, "You're not capable." This phrase, engraved in your unconscious, may have created a barrier that manifests itself every time you face a challenge. Even though you try, a lack of belief in yourself can generate a vibration of frustration, making it difficult to achieve your goals. Yes, you read that right. Your reality is 100% a projection of your prefrontal cortex. And no, I didn't get that statement from the movie Matrix. Sam, that sounded very strong. I will change the statement. For the reality you live is not something fixed, but a projection created by your own interior. What you see out there starts within you. The proof of this statement is the fact that if you put 3 people in a movie theater and show a film, the 3 people will have a different explanation of that moment and even the film. Many believe that the world is something that happens to them, but this is a mistake. The external world is like a mirror, reflecting your deepest beliefs, emotions, and thoughts. When your mind is in chaos, your life feels chaotic too. Remember that time you were full of worries and suddenly everything seemed wrong? Or when you were happy and, like magic, good things started to happen? This coincidence is the universe returning what you designed. You will learn how to shape your internal projections to create a reality more aligned with your desires. By changing your insides, you can literally transform what happens around you. Have you ever stopped to think that the universe has no limits? And that you, as part of it, shouldn't have to? Science begins to confirm something that spirituality has always known. We are infinite. Studies of the cosmos and the human mind reveal that both the universe and our potential are limitless. There is no end point, just a constant expansion. But most people live trapped in a mindset of scarcity and limitation. Have you ever felt like you've reached the limit of your capabilities? That there was no way to go any further? This feeling of end is an illusion created by limiting beliefs. The truth is that your potential is as vast as the universe itself. Let's explore how to connect with this science of infinity, learning to expand your mind and your life beyond the limits you thought existed. Are you living in the now? Or is your mind stuck in the past or anxious about the future? The present is the only place where life happens and where you have power. Many people spend most of their time thinking about what has already happened or what is to come. This disconnects them from the energy of the present, where all the opportunities for change and growth truly exist. How many times have you been with friends or family, but your mind was somewhere else? Or made decisions based on past fears? This disconnection from the present limits your ability to fully enjoy life. By learning to ground yourself in the now, you connect with a flow of energy that broadens your focus, your actions, and your results. It's time to activate the power of the present moment. What does it mean to be conscious? More than paying attention, it is a state of absolute power. When you become aware, you discover that control of your destiny has always been in your hands. What does it mean to be conscious? More than paying attention, it is a state of absolute power. When you become aware, you discover that control of your destiny has always been in your hands. We live in a world that distracts us with too much information, fear, and urgency. These distractions steal your awareness. But by reconnecting with yourself, you free yourself from this cycle and take control of your reality. Have you ever felt like you're on autopilot? Like the day goes by and you don't even know how it ended? This is a lack of awareness. When we are distracted, we allow external forces to guide our choices. The practice of awareness begins with the question, is this my choice or someone else's? Reflect before acting. Set aside moments of the day to meditate. Breathe deeply and ask yourself what you really want. It is in this state that true empowerment happens. Did you know that the words you choose have the power to create or destroy? They are not just sounds. They are vibrations that shape your reality. Language is a reflection of what we believe and feel. When you say "I can't," is blocking possibilities. When you say "I can do it," opens invisible doors. How many times have you used negative phrases like "I'm never lucky" or "I'm not good enough"? These statements create an invisible prison around you. Transform your speech to transform your life. Swap limiting affirmations for positive affirmations. I deserve the best. Opportunities come to me easily. This simple adjustment in language has a profound impact on your vibration and the results you attract. Your mind is like a computer. Everything you feed into it will be reproduced in your life. The question is, who is programming your mind? As we approach early on from childhood, we are exposed to messages that shape our worldview. Some are positive, but many are limiting, making us believe we are smaller than we really are. When you feel stuck, like something is blocking your progress, and this happens because your mind is following old programs that have not been updated. Update your operating system. Identify the beliefs that no longer serve you and replace them with thoughts that support the reality you want to create. Use affirmations, visualizations, and practice repetition to reprogram your mind. Meditation is the most powerful tool that exists. Through it, we can unlock new neural pathways and increase the vibrational frequency to reach higher levels of consciousness. If you could erase memories and beliefs that limit you and replace them with new patterns, what would you choose to create in your life? 90% of you would choose more money, more abundance, and the other 10% would choose happiness. And this is where the mystery lies, because the lack that we highlight is the vibration that the universe receives from you. The good news is that you can do this. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself, allows you to create new pathways and transform negative patterns. Think about the times you tried to change a habit or belief, but fell back into an old pattern. This happens because you were acting on the conscious level, while the subconscious continued to operate the old programs. Mental reprogramming requires consistent practices. Techniques such as guided meditation, daily affirmations, and hypnosis can access the subconscious and rewrite these patterns. Start with small steps, reinforcing daily what you want to manifest. And for those of you who have come this far and are waiting for me to comment on Buddha's ancient technique, well, if you still don't understand, watch the video again. I am joking, but if you watch the video again, you will discover new knowledge hidden between the lines. If you stop now and think about it, you'll see that you spent the entire video waiting for me to comment on the technique. There were some people who were quick to jump to the end. And even if they heard these words, they would not understand the true wisdom that was conveyed in the video. But for those who watched the entire video, you will know that at all times we are talking to the universe. Every movement you make reveals a lack of level. Every video we start and don't finish. And when it goes to the end, it's because it was bombed by countless visual and auditory stimuli and mental triggers, which elevate your dopamine, putting you in a loopy. It's never for the content. We are constantly trying to skip the natural process of things, always wanting to escape boredom, escape silence, escape thoughts, escaping from consciousness, because when you start to think, you see emptiness, and you don't understand that emptiness is part of you, and that nothing can fill this void until you face it head on and look at yourself. Look inside. Contrary to what everyone says, you shouldn't look for your blocks and limiting beliefs. You should open new paths by challenging yourself to follow your dreams and start coming into agreement with what you want, and be attentive to the signs that as soon as a new challenge, if you face a limiting belief, you will have the opportunity to give new meaning and break down this invisible barrier that limits you. This is the true meaning of being free. You no longer need to be a prisoner of your own limiting beliefs. Your blocks, once as powerful as a lion, are now just shadows of the past. Instead of running away from them, they need to beg for your attention. By viewing them as injured kittens, you disarm and release them. This is the stance of those who have achieved inner freedom, recognizing that limiting beliefs are just illusions that imprison us. By overcoming them, you make room for a new world of possibilities. Until that day comes, you will need to have a support group to walk with you on this journey. This is essential to sustain your awakening and strengthen your transformation. On the channel Expansion of Consciousness, you will find a community committed to growth, where each teaching is a key to freeing your mind from the prisons of limiting beliefs. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss the next content that illuminates your journey called life, where the true purpose is to remember the power that already exists within you. Your expansion has already begun.